On Daf 18 of Rosh Hashanah, we hear about the curse of the house of Eli. Now, this one, truthfully, has always confused me a little bit. Here you've got this very righteous head priest, but he didn't rebuke his children. His children were doing things that were not so great, and therefore this house was cursed because of it. It always struck me as a very harsh penalty that basically all of his descendants would die young. So all these people who were dying at like age 18 and such are coming from his house. They'd think with a curse over his entire house that everyone was going to die young, the line wouldn't last that long. But like 1,000 years later, when we are in the time of the Gemara and we see these rabbis of the Gemara, they're actually, a couple of them are still descendants of the house of Eli. This house had descended for a really long time, despite the fact that all the males were cursed to die young. So they actually did seem to keep the line going. I don't know why someone would want to marry someone knowing they're going to die super young, but they did, and it worked. And there were some ways, however, to prolong your lifespan if you were from House of Eli. You didn't necessarily have to die super duper young. And it says that both Torah and Gemilat Chasadim, doing of kind acts, would extend a person's life who was from Beit Eli. But we see that from the two scholars that started in the Gemara, so that Rabbah, who did a ton of Torah, he sat and he learned Torah all day long. Well, that extended his life. He lived for 40 years rather than dying super duper young like at 18. But Abaye, who did a lot of Torah study and a lot of acts of kindness, he lived for 60 years. So we see that acts of kindness, in addition to Torah study, extend a person's life beyond just that of Torah study.